All right, guys, it's dyno day. So I got everything kind of buttoned up on the truck. I've got the flex fuel sensor wired in, boost control, everything's wired in. Basically, we're ready to go. I'm bringing ice for the intercooler. Race fuel is already there. Basically, I already went there today to All in One Auto. That's who's dynoing it, and dropped some stuff off. I dropped off the E85. So I got everything ready to go. Time to head over there and we'll get this thing strapped down and see what it'll do. Also, 390. This is still the sorting out all the little gremlin phase. Most of the pulls he's done have been in second gear. He's made one third gear pull. Then you turn the boost controller on. We made about 540 horse on wastegate, 6 pounds of boost. We're gonna try and work out the boost controller, turn that on, and then make a third gear pull to see just how much this thing's going to make on pump gas. Forgot to open the bottle. Where it's quiet. So that was a second gear pull. Trying to see if the boost controller works. He made a run, forgot to put the bottle on, but it made 560. I didn't find out what the boost is yet, but that was a second gear pull, and it made 560. So we're about to make another pull here. This will be a third gear. Same boost setting as the last run, so it made about 11 pounds. And should make a little bit more horsepower being in third gear. But yeah, we're just gonna leave it at 11 pounds and clean it up a little bit. Pumping out all the warm water. Getting ready for cold water.
Put ice in there, so you only want what, half full? How much ice you putting in?
As much as you want to put in. I got 2 bags.
That's it.
So we'll put the 2 bags in and top it up.
Well, we put 1 bag in.
One bag.
One bag will fit.
Fuck, I don't know how fast it's gonna melt.
Yeah, find out.
I gotta go to the store to get ice. Need to buy a commercial ice maker now.
Might run out of fuel before you run out of ice.
Pump it down halfway. Yeah, we'll pump it halfway down.
Definitely a faster way of emptying the tank. I almost feel like I want to put a series of valves here, tee it off.
I know.
So when I have to
Like a
drain it,
bypass, and you just.
yeah, I can open it up and just turn the pump on and pump all the water out.
Or no,
I'm
no,
totally-
I didn't buy that pump seal kit that's on there is for
totally do
seating
that.
for my
Yeah.
restrictions.
Pumps out faster than it drains.
Or pump it all the way down and then put ice in there. I don't want to fucking put
Time for
water when we
ice.
got dumped out.
Time for ice.
Water.
Just under.
All right, we got the ice in the tank. See if it makes a difference. Couple bolts in the throttle body back out. It's got those tightened up, so we're going to try this again. Broke 700. How many pounds? 15 pounds?
Oh, you're making up pump gas. That's right.
Eating the tires. Sticky tires. Great. So we're going to attempt to run it on E85. We just drained all the fuel out, so we are now empty. We're going to throw one of these in and see what she makes on E. first pole on E. He's really conservative on the timing right now, but it was still at the same boost level. I don't know if it made 15 pounds yet. I didn't talk to him, but it picked up about 40 horse just by switching to E and dropping the timing. We're making progress. Woo, smells different. A little more boost, a little more timing. Okay, had a charge pipe blow off, a couple clamps were loose, got them all tightened up. We're gonna try it again. So that last pull, we made less horsepower because it spun. So dropped the air pressure down the tires, tightened down the straps, and we may throw some weight over the rear end of the truck. Right now we're icing it down again, and we're gonna try this again. My goal is to hit 4 digits. Hopefully we can achieve that today. I don't know if we're gonna push it that hard because we're chewing up the tires pretty good on the dyno, but we're making headway. Bit of glue. All right, guys, truck is back home. Now, I did struggle a little bit with videoing absolutely everything that we did. It was a little hectic, but not too bad. If you've ever been to a dyno session, there's always little problems that you have to iron out. That's the point of putting it on the dyno. It's a controlled environment, and you get to sort out all the little problems that comes from building something like this. And overall, huge success. It made 800 to the wheel on 15 pounds of boost on E85. There was some other fuel already in there, so the sensor is basically reading 60% ethanol. But overall, really good dyno session. We cut it short because Kevin, the tuner, he had basically been tuning cars all day, and you know, he had enough for the day. And which is fine. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna turn it up later, but this will be fine for me to get testing at the track now. I do want to work on getting my NHRA license. So this truck should be able to, like in its current state, 800 horse, should be able to get me licensed. Some of the things that we had to figure out was the flex fuel sensor. With the Holley Terminator and the sensor that I used, one of the GM sensors, we found we had to wire in a little resistor, which wasn't hard. But that kind of fixed that problem. We had a charge pipe blow off. One of the clamps was a little buggered. So you get little things like that, you know, that kind of slow the whole process down, and you kind of work those little kinks out. We kind of noticed that the air intake temps were a little bit higher than what we were hoping for. We were putting ice in the tank. I need to bring more ice next time. I only brought 2 bags, and we basically went through that pretty quick. But the pump for the intercooler that's mounted down underneath the fuel cell might be a little on the small side. So I'm going to see if I can source a larger pump, and you know, it'll move water through these lines a little faster, because I think, and what the tuner thinks, is the amount of air that we're pushing through the intercooler is heating up the core inside faster than the water can cool it down, because the water might be moving too slow through it. So before we put it back on the dyno, I'm going to try and get a bigger pump that can just move it faster. But it's definitely hard on tires. Like, these are brand new tires, and it definitely took a lot of life off of them. And I mean, that's what happens, right? It's soft rubber, and the knurling that's on the rollers is pretty aggressive. So I lost a lot of life from those tires. But that's why you don't use slicks. Those slicks over there for the track, that's an even softer compound than this. But look at the rubber just rolling. The rubber just losing it all. And I got some rocks stuck to it. That's from the glue. But all in all, that was an amazing dyno session. Nothing broke, nothing blew up. A few little hiccups, but other than that, everything worked just the way it was supposed to. And I can't wait to get this thing to the track. Super pumped. And huge shout out to All-in-One Auto, because I mean, they got this thing lined out. So sorry I couldn't video absolutely everything. You know, I was in there helping, trying to get everything going too, so that the day could be successful. So I can't hold the camera and wrench on it at the same time. And unfortunately, I actually did bring a GoPro and stand down in there, but what I didn't bring was a stupid little bolt to the top to hold it all together. So this camera was the only camera I had, and I couldn't hold it while I wrenched on the truck. So I apologize for not videoing everything that happened, but this is my recap for today. Thumbs up to the truck. I probably would have cried if it blew up. It's just been so much work. I do have to cut this guy shorter because Mike, the owner of All-in-One Auto, twice he smashed himself on this. He's got a pretty good dent on his head from it. So I'm going to cut this shorter so it doesn't beat him up too much next time. But yeah, that's it. We'll see you guys next time.